Ladies and gentlemen, New York Giants fans, stand up. Your G-men have just gone 1-0. What a fantastic victory for the Giants. What great validation for Coach Judge, for Coach Wink especially, and what the defense was able to do versus a very formidable offense in the Tennessee Titans. I just want to talk a little bit about it. You'll hear more about it in my article on Giants Country, or all of the articles that are going to come this week on Giants Country. What's better than making content on a win? Nothing. Listen, there are issues. There are issues with this team, but that doesn't matter right now because at the end of the day in the NFL, all it's about is, do you win or do you lose? Did you go 1-0 or did you go on 1? You can't win the Super Bowl in week 1. You can't lose it either, but the people who go 1-0 have a better chance of making the playoffs than the people who don't. So I'm going to just go over a few things that I looked at, I thought about when I was watching this game unfold, some stuff that really hit home. If you saw my piece that I did on Giants Country that dropped this morning, I talked about Coach Wink and his ability to game plan for running offenses. And to his credit, he's done it again. The offense was able to hold the Tennessee Titans to 93 yards on 26 carries. If you hold the Tennessee Titans under 100 yards, there's a better than likely chance that you're going to win this game. And that's what happened. They were able to hold the Tennessee Titans under 100 yards. They won the game. I feel like that's an easy recipe for success when you go against teams who like to find their success through running. When the teams like to find their success through running, hold them under their normal production, and you have an opportunity to win that game. So applaud to Coach Wink, applause to the defensive front who held their own, applause to the linebackers who were able to do their thing. Coming up, a special shout out has to go to Crowder, who I thought had played a really good game now as the lead inside linebacker for the Giants. Jihad Ward played really well outside because they were down their 2 starters on the outside. O'Shane Zimenez came in, got a couple hits on the quarterback, got some tackles, actually had a pass defense. They both did their things as outside, edge guys, backing up the normal starting edge guys. Then that defensive backfield was really, really active in coming up and making tackles. Darnay Holmes had 6 tackles from the nickel position. Adoree Jackson had 6 tackles from the nickel. From his position as a cornerback. So when you look at those guys and their production and what they were able to do, you got to really be excited about it. Even go down. Aaron Robinson had five tackles. Julian Love had 5 tackles. McKinney had 5 tackles. So those guys coming in and playing well in the secondary to allow them to play more coverage guys outside was definitely helpful in the rushing attack. Austin Calitro, the journeyman. If Hard Knocks was around, Austin Calitro would have been the star of Hard Knocks. And so far, he has been holding his own at that other linebacker position. Had 2 tackles for losses in this game. You got to really, really love what they were able to do on that defensive line and in that front 7. The second thing, ladies and gentlemen, Saquon is back. I don't want to hear another one of you Giants people talk about life without Saquon Barkley. Be excited. Be early excited. I told you guys that he was going to come back and he was going to be great this year because he's a great player. He should be the best offensive weapon on the team. Guess what? He was the best offensive weapon on the team. 18 carries, 164 yards, a touchdown, a 64-yard touchdown run, which means, if y'all are paying attention, if you take away the big run, if you take away the 64-yard run, 17 carries, 100 yards, and a touchdown. Tell me you're not taking that day. Tell me you're not taking 17 carries, 100 yards, and a touchdown if Saquon gave it to you. Not to be outdone, if you had Saquon in fantasy, He also added 6 catches. That's heavy in PPR. 6 catches, 30 more yards. And this is how he's being used at the start of the season. Man, ladies and gentlemen, Saquon Barkley, give him that applause. He is back. The secondary was able to bend but don't break. They gave up some big plays. They gave up some 30-yarders, some 15, 16, 18-yarders, big chunks, but they were able to bend but don't break. The Tennessee Titans jumped out to a 13-0 lead. The Giants didn't score in the first half. That means that if the defense doesn't bend but don't break, that score is 21 or 20-0 in the first half. 21, 3 touchdowns is way different than 13, 2 touchdowns, right? So now they keep giving the offense the opportunity to show up. Let's just allow the offense to continue to show up. Hey, if they continue to show up, they're going to get this thing going. They're going to get into the end zone. They're going to make a play. Lo and behold, in the third quarter, the Giants come out and do something I have not seen the Giants do in an extremely long time. They came out and they scored a touchdown on the opening drive of the second half. Who knew? The Giants don't normally do that, but they were able to score a touchdown on their opening drive in the second half, which means now we're in the ball game. Now the defense doesn't just have to worry about run game, play action pass. Now they can stay with the game plan. The offense continue to get it going. So everything has to come. There's a plus, there's a negative, right? The negative is Daniel Jones needs to be better. Daniel Jones needs to be better. And y'all can say whatever you want to say about me, but I'm fair, right? If Daniel Jones came out here and lit it up, everybody would just be like, oh my gosh, here it is. He's finally found. Well, he has the coordinators and the coach that he needs. He has an offense that caters to quarterbacks. Their quarterback-friendly offense. He has weapons. He didn't get it done. It was playing not to lose. And in playing not to lose, he almost gave the game up. Like, he almost got it where it was too far out of reach. It was a good play. Great play the throw to Shepard that ended up in the touchdown. Shepard does a great job of getting in the end zone after that. By the way, shout out to Sterling Shepard not playing any of the preseason, being hurt, coming off of that Achilles, and then being able to be back so quick and be a factor. Hey, say what you want. Kenny Golladay, 2 targets, 2 catches, 20-something yards. What more can you ask from him? He can only catch the balls that are thrown at him. He only had 2 balls thrown to him. He caught both of them. Don't know what the status of Wan'Dale Robinson is. I don't know how long he's going to be out. Kadarius Toney cannot just be a factor as a rusher. He had 2 rushes, maybe 3 rushes for, some good yards. But Kadarius Toney has to find his way into this offense. They have to find a way to get him the ball. To me, that falls on the quarterback. Daniel Jones is not a rookie. He's not a second-year guy. He's not a third-year guy. For him to still be out there fumbling the ball all over the place, throwing an interception, that's not going to work. You can't have 2 turnovers every week and win games. You just saw what Philly did. They are legit. We're about to watch the Cowboys. You just saw what Washington did. They're better. The Giants held serve. They did their job. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Giants have won game 1 of the 2022 season. If you're not excited, then I don't know what else to tell you. I'm gonna be on cloud 9 because, again, there's nothing better than writing about wins. Even when we talk about the stuff that's bad, right? As a coach, when you have to go into the locker room and you have to go into the meeting room and you have to talk about the game and give the players the negatives of the game, it's always better off a win, right? So even though I'm talking about Daniel Jones has to be better, I'm saying that he has to be better, and we still won the game. I'll take it. Applause to Coach Dable. I said Joe Judge earlier. That's such a brain fart on my part. Applause to Coach Dable. and his coaching staff, but really the shout out goes to Coach Wink. So what I need y'all to do is go back and look at that that article that I wrote that dropped today, talking about Coach Wink's game plan, and then go back and look at the game, because I know y'all have NFL Plus. Go back and look at the condensed version of the game and watch how Coach Wink played him. I guarantee you're going to see a lot of that. I'm not saying I know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying you should probably follow me, because I know what I'm talking about. So if you haven't already, look down at the bottom. You'll see it scrolling at Gene Clemens on Twitter, at Gene Clemens on Instagram. Make sure that you like. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. The Giants are 1-0. Stand up, New York. I'll holler at you soon.